All right, folks, and welcome inside the APM Center here in Cornwall, Prince Edward Island for this 2012 matchup between the Atlantic Knights and the East Coast Selects. My name is Matt Dudelay. Once again, if you are joining us for the second or third time today, you have already heard my voice and you know that I will be on the call here for this one. As the Selects now have possession to start the game now, as the Knights are going to pick that up and go the other way. Weir now through the neutral zone, down through the middle, on the backhand. Arguably some of the best here in the tournament. As the Selects are trying to get away there. That was Alexi Blanchard. Cranston's going to get it. He's just going to fire that on net. And that's stopped there by the goaltender for the Selects, which is a perfect segue to lead you into the starting goaltenders here. First for the Selects, who you've just seen, Xavier Maillet, or Maillet. And then number 40 down for the Knights. Number 40, like I just said, Lyndon Murphy. Sorry, folks. It's used a ton of my words today. As the Knights came out to a win earlier in their first game. I cannot recall the Selects one, as we've seen a few of these teams and a few age groups. Now as Jollymore's going to pick that up for the Knights as he makes his way back down the right side. He gets pinned up against the wall there and he gets dumped. He's back to his feet though as they get in on the forecheck now. Whalen, rocking number 87. He's going to go to the backhand. He's going to battle that. Now as Jollymore's going to get it, he's just going to cut back and go the other way. Excuse me. Jollymore walks the line. He's going to leave that there for Henneberry. Henneberry's just going to fire that in deep. That's going to be picked up there by McKinnon. McKinnon's just going to rim that around the other side, and it's met there by the Knights forward. Nice move over to the corner. Now he's going to make a move. Tries to go short side. Rebound. Another attempt. That was off the stick there of Alex Dan McDonnell. Now the Selects are way down the right side. They're going to be pinched off the wall by Henneberry. Henneberry and the Selects forward both take a tumble. Numbers are very hard to read on the black jerseys from afar, so just bear with us here. And that's going to find the back of the net there. Sorry, as I was just checking in on the tournament rules, the Selects are going to get their first one, and that's going to make it 1-0 here for them. And it looks like that's going to be... Still can't see it. Number 19. Sorry, 18, Jace Hamilton. So he gives his team the lead early on here, so... Just under 3 minutes into this one. And the Selects take the lead. Through the middle of the ice there, looking for that stretch pass. It was intended for Brennick, but that gets out of his reach. Now Zal's going to pick it up. And Brennick, and they're going to have a miscommunication there, and that might just be new to each other as the Knights are going to fire that, and that's going to be a delayed penalty in front of the net here as the Selects are going to grab that first. The Knights are going to touch up, and that's going to be a delayed penalty. It's going to be number 19. Adam Zhao is going to go for interference, so the Selects are going to have their first power play fresh off starting the game here with a goal just moments ago. Power play opportunity now for the Selects. Shot from the point deflected by Murphy into the corner. Picked up by the Knights and they try and exit the zone, but now it's going to be held in. Nice move there as he actually probably had him beat wide, but decided to go back the other way and ran into his defender. That was Jack White, who's going to have the puck now on the backhand up off the glass. That's going to exit the zone, but not by far. And now the Selects are going to touch up. I almost said Fusion as the colors match up, but the Selects touch up for offside. Selects on the power play here, and that's going to be a delayed offside once again. And that puck's going to come outside into the neutral zone area for a face-off. The Select's going to dump that in and get on the forecheck here. That's going to go up off the glass. And that's going to be held in at the line by the Selects there. Good job to read that bounce off the glass. They try to slide that back down low. Picked up by the Selects down low. They're going to try and center this, but the options weren't there as the Knights got a real good box going here on the penalty kill. Centering pass there goes through the crease. And that didn't hit its intended target. They're going to get him behind the net now looking for the wraparound attempt. Going to go up top. Nice saucer pass cross. Right to the D-man. That's going to get its way to the net there. Deflected it. Good job by Murphy to track that one through a crowd. Push that away from the net there. That's going to be sent the length of the ice, and Cranston might get there first. And it looks like he will. His icing is obviously waved off as they're shorthanded. So Cranston tries to make a move there. He was stripped. Now he's going to get in the forecheck once again here. He loses that battle now. And he's going to get the puck back to the side of the net, tries to work its way there. And now it's going to be pushed into the crease area as Weir was right there on the loose puck. He did the right thing there and played it until it was covered. We got a little bit of a wrestling match here from some kids in the crowd. As you have a look there on your screen, they're throwing each other's hats and been there, done that. And that's just some normal sights from the rink here. As now Whalen's in on the forecheck. Weir's just going to turn and fire that the other way as he got that stripped. Back to the point. Jollymore shot through a crowd. Saved there by Maillet and my left. Now Weir tries to make a move, but he's pinched off there by Hache. And away goes Godin. And he had that picked off by Weir. 2-on-1 for me here. Weir goes across to Whalen just out of his reach as he waited to slide that under the stick. And it was a perfectly positioned pass, just a little bit out of the reach there of Gauguin. And now that puck is going to just come outside the line there as the Knights had a hard time controlling that one. Through the middle. Picked up by the Selects down the left side wall. Pinched off there by Whalen. And that stretch pass intended for Rossi McKinnon out of his reach, and that's going to go down for icing. So face-off won by the Knights and push forward as they're going to exit the zone now. Whalen looked like he wanted to pass that and then decided against it last second, but he got a little bit of a stick on it and pushed it forward. 6 minutes, 2 seconds left to go. First period. Game number 9 here at the APM Center today. We've had some close ones. We've had some blowouts. We've had a shootout. We've had penalties. We've had shorthanded goals, power play goals. We've seen a little bit of everything here thus far today. Who knows what's in store for the rest of the night and the rest of tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. But that is exactly why we are here, folks. As now White's going to get in there. Excuse me, sorry about that. That one snuck up on me. As now the Knights forwards held down. We're going to have a delayed penalty here as the Selects are going to go to the penalty box, and the Knights are going to have a power play opportunity here on a tripping penalty. Face off inside the Select zone here as the Knights try and fire up the power play here and get this thing knotted up at 1 as that's going to go back to the point. Back down to the half wall. Worked in, centering pass there, looking for Zhao, not just out of his reach as they get tangled up now. He was picked up by Mullins. Mullins shot from a bad angle, rebounds there, and cleared away there by Hache. now that puck's pushed up to the half wall, and the Knights are going to want to get going here on this power play breakout as they're going to get some players in motion now. Up ice pass, cross ice down over the right side inside the blue line. As Hickey's going to fire that through the middle, looking for Brennick. And that gets picked off. We have a 2-on-1 here, shorthanded for the Selects down the right side. Back through the middle, looking for Godin there. And that was just out of his reach. Now they're going to exit the zone here, are the Knights, and the Selects are going to go back for it. That was number 88, Caleb Landry. He fires that back up the wall here, and looks like the Selects player might be getting ready to jump back on the ice here now as Weir's going to pick that up for the Knights. Weir fanned on that pass attempt. Back up to the point where they're going to stop down as Abbott now. He's just going to fire that at the net. That got a piece of Millet. Or Milet. Not entirely sure how to say that one. As Cranston tries to work in, he still has it. He's still got it. He's going to go to the forehand. He fires that, and that goes up off the goaltender and into the netting, and that play is going to be blown dead as Cranston had a good point-blank chance, and that's one of the last guys, one of the few guys you don't want that on the stick of, that close to the net, but a good save there by Milet. So, 3:38 left to go. Away go the Selects here. Looks like the Selects player is just about to enter the ice now as he's got his hand on the door. And now he'll be free as the door props open for him. We're back to even strength here in this one. Weir now tries to get through a crowd. Get picked up by Cranston. Cranston going to have a wraparound opportunity. Oh my, what a save by Millet! As he just desperation slid across the crease. Now Jollymore's going to send that back down low to Cranston. Cranston's going to walk out. Shot, another save, rebounds in the crease. And that's going to be blown on a high stick. So I think everybody in the building was kind of wondering what was going on there. And a big save by Millet as he keeps his team up by one as you have a look at him there. Oh, back to even strength. 2:57 left to go here in the first period. This one creeping right along. Now it's going to be one, but it comes back up to the point, held in at the blue line. Only momentarily, though, as now that puck's going to exit the zone as Lucas Babineau is going to go give chase, and he's going to get on that first, but he's going to have to race against Jack White. And the Knights are away here. They try to cut back to the middle. There was Whalen. And away goes Blanchard. Or Blanchard. Shot there and a glove save from Murphy as he slides from right to left to hang on to that one with 2:32 left to go now. The Knights are away now. They're going to have a step here down the right side. Whalen's going to hit the brakes, go back to the point unintentionally, but LeBlanc's going to grab that one and fire that back down low. The Selects are going to get there first as they rim that around off the stick of Landry. They try and shovel that at the net. It's going to land on the mesh. Good job there on McKinnon. Tries to wrap around, sneak attack. It's back caught on the net again. Now they're going to fire that up the half wall. As White now is just going to pinch and hold the line there. Good job to recognize that the player had his head down. And in contact hockey, that could have been a lot uglier. Back down low. Whalen's going to pick up the loose puck in behind the net. He's going to wheel around the top on the backhand. Now he's going to make a move. Now he goes to the backhand. Shot there, and he goes off the crossbar and up into the netting. As my phone takes a tumble as well up here. So 1:44 left to go. Face-off is definitely going to come outside there as that was shot off the net and into the actual netting. So, interesting rule, which I'm sure you're all aware, but off the crossbar and out, face-off comes outside. But off the goalie and out, face-off stays inside. Now, I know it hits the player, but you would think that the cage that the goalie stands in would fall under that category, but it does not. And I do not make the rules. I just report them. As now the Selects try and get that shot on net with a minute and a half left here in the first period. As they move it down to the right corner. And the breakout pass there is a good one. And they're going to go cross ice. Good job there by Brennick now. He's going to backhand pass that as he fanned on the initial attempt. And now Zau's on it. He's going to go back up to the point. Mullins is going to fire that down low. Zau's going to pick it up. He goes back up to the point, or tries to anyway. Good second effort there. He's going to be held in at the line now. Back down low. Zau. He's going to give chase down in the corner right in front of the booth now. As both players collide, and that shot from the point there goes up over the net. As Milet came out to cut down the angle, and that goes right up over him, and now it's going to be cleared out of the zone. With 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. Nice move at the blue line. Mullins, he's going to be in. Fires that through a crowd. Nice kick save there from Milet. And you can tell just by looking at him after that save what kind of goaltender he is as he kicked that one out. Quick brings the pad back to square and back to his feet and across the crease. Now Cranston, he's going to go to the backhand. Shot there. And Milet got a piece of that as well. Brennick now. He's going to battle on the half wall. He's got Zau with him now as he tries to go through the wickets there. And good job by Jollymore to hold the line. She's going to dump that back down. It's going to find the stick of Zau. Zau turns. He's going to cut back the other way. Good edge work there. Now he's going to try and center that, but the time runs out here in the first period. So after one, the East Coast Ice Selects lead the Atlantic Knights by a score of 1-0. We'll be back with second period action here in just a minute. And just like that, we are back. Second period action as the Selects take a 1-0 lead into the second period here. And the Knights are going to want to score one early here to get the juice back into the legs. Now as Cranston tries to turn and use his body. In good position there, but Jollymore is going to go back. He fakes one way. He's going to go up the wall. Now he's just going to try and center that to Cranston. A play that they do a bunch during the regular season now. As Abbott's going to pick it up. Abbott. Cross-ice pass off the stick of Cranston. Cranston's going to get in there now. So he's going to take a little bit of a bump as they battle for that in the corner. And around the other side, Weir. Owen Weir, shot. And that is stopped and smothered by Milet. 45 seconds here into the second period. Face-off is won cleanly by the Knights. Back to White. White fires that back down low off the glass. That's going to be rimmed around here. And behind the net. As they spin around, try to make a nice move. Now they center it. Oh, front shot there. Scores! Milet got a piece of that, and I don't know how. By Whalen. Caleb Whalen for the Knights on the doorstep is going to fire that one past Milet's glove, and he just got a piece of it, like I said. So, good effort. But we are back to square one here as this game is all knotted up at one. Face-off won by the Selects, but picked up by the Knights. Now as the Selects try and enter the zone, but it's going to be chipped out into the neutral zone area now. On the defensive side, red line of the Selects. Now McKinnon tries to get that cross ice, picked off. There's Whalen tried to pick up the loose puck now, but the Selects are away. Down over the blue line. Fake shot there. Now they go into the middle, and that goes up over the net of Murphy. And Whalen comes back to help out. And a good one-touch pass through the middle from McDonnell. And Whalen's down the left side, 2-on-1. Whalen cuts to the forehand, goes to the backhand there, and a good job by the defender to just make enough noise behind him and slow him down just enough there to stop that scoring chance. Now as the Selects are going to get the red line, they're going to head in deep. McDonnell working hard down there as he just covered 200 feet at least twice, so we're going to go with 400 feet, maybe a little bit more, as now that centering pass is going to find the stick there of the Knights, and they were changing. They have 6 on the ice here still. As you can hear the crowd yelling for too many. And that stretch pass is very rare that you get a half breakaway pass with too many and you get away with it. That centering pass going to find the stick of the Selects there, but now it's pushed away. White now is just going to bang away at it. As the Selects number 87 is in there to battle. That's got to be Chance Cavanaugh, because that's the only player I have on the roster here with no number. Backdoor pass. That's over the reach there. The Knights forward. Now they're going to push it back down towards, and the Selects are going to exit the zone here on the breakout. 3-on-2 forming. And over the right side, good job to go wide. Shot from a distance, and Murphy's going to grab a hold of that one and hang on for a face-off here inside the Knights zone. Cranston in on the draw here. Weir's going to get that up to the middle for Cranston on the breakout. Cranston, he's just going to cut down the left side just over the reach there of Adam Zhao. He's going to get on the puck first there, but it bounced over his stick, and the Selects are going to pick it up and rim it around there. The ever-feared rim for the winger. Not as bad at this level as it is when you get to the likes of junior. You know when that rim comes around, somebody is just licking their chops to come and take you out of the play. Selects now 2-on-3, 3-on-3 now. A good job by McKenzie there to take away that passing lane. As Zhao is going to fire that through the middle for Cranston. Cranston's got Weir with him. Cranston makes a nice move inside out. Cranston in all alone. Fake to the backhand, forehand. And he just didn't quite have enough to finish that one off as he still has the puck here. He's going to look for his options. He tries to fire that back door. And now it's going to be held in at the line. Mullins, hard off the wall, down low. That's going to take a weird bounce to Weir as I think it went off the skate of Cranston. Shot there, rebound. They bang away at it. Turn, fired. Good job by the Selects to cover the front of the net there and collapse big time now as they're going to pick it up. Here's McKenzie. He's just going to turn. He's got Cranston way up ice. That's going to have to be a bank pass, and it is, as Cranston decided against just going right up the wall, and he just turned back and tried to find some options here. Zhao's got it. That's going to come outside the zone now as Cranston's going to battle away for it, but the Selects have it here just inside the right side blue line. Nice chip pass into the middle. Opportunity here for the Selects. Shot there. Tried to go top glove was Alexi Blanchard. And a nice save there by Lyndon Murphy. $7:25. It looks like if it's 1 minute, I have no idea where the period went, but it's hard to tell with the dim lights from up here. It is 7:20 up. As Jollymore's battling down low, as he takes a spill now, might have to head to the skate sharpener for this one. Nice one-touch pass. And that's going to be poked through the legs, and he's going to be hauled down now, and that's going to find the stick there. And it's not going to matter as the Selects touched up, and the Knights are going to go on a power play here. Their second of the night. It's going to be an interference call on the Selects here. We're going to face off down that end now, and we're going to see what the power play can do here for the Knights. Is this going to come all the way back to Jollymore? Jollymore back down low. He's got a seam pass there. Shot. Rebound sits in the legs there, and they bang it home at the rebound at the side of the net. Is Rossi McKinnon off the shot from the half wall. Off the stick of McDonnell. So Jollymore down to McDonnell. McDonnell's shot landed in the legs. And they're going to put that one home to take the lead here. An early power play goal as the Knights take a 2-1 lead here. 6:55 left to go now in the second period. Worked in behind the net here by the Knights. Picked off by the Selects. They rimmed that around. Winger was there, but he got pinched off by two of the Knights' forecheckers. Now they're going to move towards the net there. Shot, scores! Another opportunity taken to the net there through a screen. And that is going to be number 12, Alex Dan McDonnell. And that's going to extend the lead to 2 here. So 3 unanswered here from the Knights so far, as they fell down 1-0 early in the first period. They have clawed their way back to a 2-goal lead, the worst lead in hockey. That's going to be chipped off the wall into the neutral zone. Picked up by Abbott. He makes a little spin play just to get away from traffic. That's going to be sent back in, and Murphy's just going to get a stick on that. There you go, the Knights here as they try and get through the neutral zone, but Abbott collided with another player, and there's going to be a 2-on-1 now. Shot there, tried to go short side. But that one goes up off the glass. Back down, rebound shot. Great save there from Milet. As he kicked that one over to the slot. A good active feed down there from the netminder. He's very smooth with those pads. Selects behind their own net, up off the half wall. That's going to find its way to the point. They're just going to fire that at the net, and that's going to be smothered up there by Milet. And hung on to for a whistle. 5:34 left to go here, second period of this High Button Sports live stream of the 2023 Oyster Cup here from beautiful Cornwall, PEI at the 8 p.m. Center. As we continue to be alongside you for these games. A little bit of a mix-up at the other rinks there at UPEI as the teams took the wrong ice pad for a couple games today, and that really sent things spiraling here for us. As now that rebound is going to come out in front of the net, and that's going to be put home off the point shot. And the Knights just continue to pour it on here, and I think the game plan at the bench was just get it to the net and let's bang home some rebounds. As the old Mighty Duck style cleaning up the trash, as that was going to be Zhao. So 4-1 lead now. Back down inside the Knight zone. Picked off by the Selects. Back down low, shot off the mask of Murphy. Old head save. And McKenzie's just going to fire that one up the wall. Zhao was almost away. Cranston's going to leave it up for Weir. Weir's got Zhao with him. Through the middle for Zhao. Zhao's going to be in all alone on the backhand. Leaves it there for Weir. And a good play there just to not panic and find the open man. Now Cranston's going to walk out to the front of the net. Cranston makes a move. He's going to cut back and go back down low. Now he's going to go cross-ice pass, and that was a good look, and that's going to come outside the zone now as Mullins was there. He was just a little bit late. Mullins now is just going to wheel back for McKenzie. McKenzie inside the Knight zone. McKenzie, saucer pass through the middle out of everybody's reach, and the Selects are going to have to tag up, and they do just in time. Blanchard down on the right side. He's going to center that, and it's poked away by the big long reach of Mullins there, who's got... And now a bad angle shot. That's going to find the back of the net as Alexi Blanchard just fired that one at the net, and that one gets by Murphy, and that's going to cut the lead to 2 now. Four to 2 now. 4:20 left to go here in the second period. Whalen's just going to power his way back down low. He had one hand on the stick pretty much that entire rush. Back up, the Knights go in over the line. Slap shot there, scores through a crowd. As McDonnell's just going to fire that one through the legs of the defender, and I don't think Millet's seen it. He doesn't seem too happy with himself, but you can't stop what you can't see, folks. That's one thing I've learned over the years here. So you can't knock the goalie on that one, as he's been dynamite here thus far, but now the 3-goal lead is back in play here for the Knights. So that's an answer. And that'll pick up your goaltender there, as Murphy had an extra big cheer there with the paddle on that one, as he knew he gave up a weird one down there at this end, but they went and back, and they got it back right away here, and it's 5-2 to now. Good shot there up the side of the net. Jollymore, he's got it. He's going to be double teamed there, but he's going to stay on it as he tries to squirt free, but he's pinched off. And now they try and go around the other side for the wraparound, but it's pushed off the side of the net. Jollymore gets caught puck gazing there. And it's going to go into the feet there of the Selects. That's going to be held in, almost blocked, and if it did, he was gone. Jollymore's going to have to race his guy. And that's passed out front by Guimont. And Whalen's away. He has McKinnon. And that's going to be offside there, as McDonnell tried to jump back over the blue line, but in the meantime, his leg was in the air, and that's when the puck entered the zone, so that will be offside in any league. Love the effort, though, at the blue line. It's always cool to see the younger kids drag that foot at the blue line, as they don't want to lose any of their speed and their stride, and it's more of an art than a skill set, if you ask me. It's got to be timed perfectly, but you don't want to slow yourself down, because the real reason that you do it is so that you can get into that open ice space and get a loose puck or a pass. But if you do it at the wrong time, you'll lose your momentum, and then it turns into a one-on-one instead. On the left side here for the Selects, they're just going to get that back down low. They're going to center that now. Good job by White to tie up, and now Abbott, now he's just going to fire that out into the neutral zone. Selects are going to have a 2-on-1 now, just out of the reach there of Godin. And that's going to be picked up in centering pass there, and the Knights are being in great position here on the breakout so far, as the centerman continues to come up from underneath, which we call low support. A backdoor pass, and just too hot to handle, as Brennick may have surprised him a little bit. A nice saucer pass here in transition here for the Selects. There's now Abbott with a great back check. White's going to pick it up. White. They're going to go over to Zhao on the left side. Zhao, nice move, inside out. He's going to make another move there, as he's a smooth stick handler, as we just saw on that play, as Cranston now had that puck roll off of his stick, but he's going to stick check that back, and he's just going to get it now. He makes a move. Good stick handling. Big swipe of the puck there, knocks that off his stick, and that's going to come into the neutral zone here, and they're going to go back to White. White, cross-ice pass for Cranston. Cranston has Weir with him. He's going to leave that for Weir. Weir into the middle for Cranston. Cranston didn't see the man coming behind him, and now it's going to come back to White. White leaves it for Cranston, who makes a move into the middle. Now he's in all alone. Shot there, left side. Big save there by Millet. Back around. Zhao is in on the forecheck. Weir's going to join the party now. He tries to use the stick lift, as they bank that off the back end of the net, and they're going to work it out, trying to get it to Weir here. Last minute to play here, second period. And pushed and kept in, but the Knights are going to have to regroup here, as they were offside. And away go the Selects down the right side. They're just going to fire that at the net, and that's blocked by White. Weir's going to pick it up. Here for the Knights, but they hold that in just in front of the Selects bench with 35 seconds left to go. Off the stick of Weir. Now White's going to fire it up there to the Knights' Zhao, and that's going to be offside by about 3 feet, it looked like, from here. Now, the actual ruling is back in the day when I was growing up playing, if you pick the puck up skating backwards and entered the zone before the puck with possession, it was offside. Nowadays, if you pick it up and have possession backwards, as long as you are in before the puck but you have possession in the backward skating position, it is a good play and onside. However, it is at the discretion of the referee. So as a linesman myself, it's a very tough call sometimes to determine whether possession is had or not. But in that scenario, I think that one was plain to see, as Zhao was just continuing to creep away from his defender as they got closer, and rightfully so, as you try and separate yourself from the defenseman. And he was just in offside. A little bit too long of an explanation maybe there, as now Whalen's going to walk in with 14 seconds left, and he's going to bury one low blocker, and that's going to give them a 6-2 lead now here for the Knights. So 14 seconds left to go here in the second period. 6-2 Knights lead. And the Selects are going to have one more opportunity here if they hurry. So just going to chip that in deep now. Not even going to try and force that out front, as now it's going to do it for the second period. So the score after two, the Atlantic Knights 6 and the East Coast Ice Selects 2. We'll be back after this short break for third period action. And we're back. Third period action. 6-2 lead here for the Knights. Whalen scored the most recent goal here for the Knights there with 14 seconds left in the second period. A big hill to climb here for the Selects now as they're going to hold the line at the right side. Fired towards net, tip. Jollymore headed to the corner to read that one, but now it's going to find its way back out front. Good job by Murphy to clear that away with the paddle. Now Jollymore and his player get tangled up down there in the corners. They both hit the ice. Now they're going to fire that towards the front of the net there, and they're going to bang that home. And that's going to cut the lead to 3 now. Gonna have discussion at the net, but it looks like it might have been number 86, or 88 rather, Caleb Landry. Looks like that goal is going to stand, so 6-3 lead now as the Selects get an early one here, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. There's 3-goal lead, not the worst lead in hockey, according to ancient history. They're going to fire that one back down, and that's going to be touched up by Murphy, who's going to get rid of the icing call on that one. Now the Selects look to continue this pressure here, but they're going to leave that there for Cranston. Cranston goes across for Weir, but that was just sort of his reach. It might have had a little too much pepper on that one. So that's going to be picked up in behind the net now. And that's going to center pass for Cranston. Cranston tries to go through the feet there, and had he got it through, he would have been long gone now as Weir picks it up. Leaves it there. Cranston's going to have that going. He's going to go down the left side. He makes a move. In all alone now. Shot! And that goes wide of the glove side. Back around to the point. Tipped into the corner now. Cranston in good position there as he's going to pick up that loose puck. Back pass to the point for White. White one times that. Weir tried to get a stick on it, but that goes wide. And that's going to be shot from the point and held in. Cranston looking for his options before he gets to the puck there, and that's a sign of a mature hockey player. Scan the area before you get the puck. Now Weir's going to take a little bit of a bump as they tangle up in behind the net. He tries to center that there. He's got his man pinned. And that's going to be held in at the line by White. White cuts in, goes to the backhand shot there. Save by Millette. And Weir was on the doorstep for the rebound, but that one pushed into the corner now as he's going to cause the turnover. Good forecheck here from the Knights. Weir Gets away from 2 stick checks. Back up top. 1-touch pass across the line. That's a big league play there as they walk the line, no problem. Now it's going to be picked up here by Noah Mazerall, who's just going to try and get that deep. Now that pass is going to come across for Zhao. Zhao takes that cleanly on the backhand. Another skill at this age that's a very underrated skill. And if you can pull this off at this point, you're good for the rest of your career pretty much here. Zhao took that one clean on the backhand. Now he tries to make a move as he's going to cut one way and go back the other way. Now he's looking for his options. He tries to center that. Does. He finds Cranston. Shot there, and that was blocked. As he had the whole net to shoot at. And that's going to go back to him there. And another save by Miletus. Cranston's all over the crease here. So is Whalen. He's going to hit the brakes and go back. He's going to go cross ice up to the point for White. White has some time. He fires that through a crowd. Tipped in front. And that's going to find the back of the net. It looks like it was off the stick of Cranston as he pointed right to White. Usually that means you scored. But I think in this case it meant nice shot and good job at the line to get that through as the lead is restored by 4 to 6, 7-3 now. So once again, no shortage of goals. As that's the 10th goal scored in this one. I know, folks, I know what you're thinking. Incredible math. 7 plus 3. 8:50 left to go here in the third. Whalen now, he wants some more as he tries to take that to the net. That's picked off. Breakout pass here for Babineau. Babineau tries to make a move and had that bounced off his stick. McKinnon now, he tried to center that for Whalen, but that get picked off. Now the Knights are in over the blue line. Nice move there. Tries to go to the backhand. McDonnell. McDonnell working hard in behind the goal line. McKinnon's going to get there as well, but he was met by Landry, and Landry's going to get that puck out. And no, he's not. It's going to be held in. As now McDonnell, he's in on the backhand. He fires that blocker save from Millet, who looked a little bit out of position there, but he makes the save, so it doesn't really matter where he was as long as he kept it out. So now the Selects are trying to try and clear here. Saucer pass off the stick. That's not going to have enough for icing here. So McKenzie's going to go back here for the Knights. Looking for his options. He sees open ice, so he takes that instead. Now he's going to fire a saucer pass. Oh, just out of the reach there, and it's not going to be icing because that was tipped along the way. Hickey now. He's going to go back for it. He turns. He's on the back end. He tries to center it. They bring that around, try and exit the zone, but it's held in here. Shot there, bar down. Whalen on the turnover. Or sorry, Brennick. And that's going to be 8-3 now. 5-goal lead back in store. That stretch pass out of the reach there of the Knights forward. 7:11 left to go here in this one. Last game on deck. Scheduled to start at 7:30. Now Brennick, he's just going to walk out of the corner. Good pass there. They're going to fire that at the net. Blocker save. Rebound. Blockered. Or waffle boarded, as they say in the video games. And yes, folks, I still play video games, even in my 30s. Keeps me out of trouble. And that puck is back. Henneberry up the wall for Brennick. Brennick had that just out of his reach, and now it's going to be picked up by Jollymore. Jollymore's going to turn. He's got a little bit of speed. And when I seen those brown gloves, now it makes sense as to why he has them. He's going to cut back to the net, goes to the back end there, and he just tries to force that one through the crease as he took a little bit of a bump, and he's going to have to get back here. But a great job by Zhao to step back for the defender, Jollymore. And once again, elite hockey IQ on display there. As there's one of those things that you don't really teach, you just kind of hope that the players pick up on. And Zhao did just that as he recognized Jollymore jumping into the play. And all the time we get caught up with on the centerman, on the left winger, on the defenseman, especially in the defensive zone. But in that scenario, Zhao did the perfect thing there, stayed back for Jollymore, and actually the puck came around to him at the point, and he held it in. So without that play, that puck's all the way down the other ice and potentially an odd man rush. Shot there from the left side is picked up by Murphy, and he hangs on. 5:48 left to go, third period. Face off inside the Knights zone now, and they win that cleanly as White's going to go around for it. He's looking for his options. Zhou's on the half ball. Good job to distance himself far enough away. Sorry, folks. I'm running out of words. As now Cranston's just going to muscle his way up the ice. Leaves that for Weir, but it goes off his skate. Now the Selects are back on transition. Stretch pass there for Godin. Is just out of his reach. And he's just going to lose that puck race now as that's going to be pushed over the zone. One touch through the middle for Cranston. Cranston has Weir with them. I feel like we've said that 7 or 8 times here as they continue to have a smooth breakout. Cranston, now he's just going to fake the pass to the front end, hit the brakes. Now he's going to try and cycle that back down low. Now Zhou was in perfect position. He's just going to walk out, looking for his pass. He tries to shovel it in at the back of the net. Great job there. Now that tipped on net, rebound still sitting there, Millette. Now Zhou's going to have it. He tries to center it. He takes a bump, and that puck's going to be cleared here by the Selects, but turned over by Weir. Weir now across the top. He's going to make a nice move there. Just gets through. And now he tries to center that for Cranston. Cranston had that turned over. White now. He's just going to turn. He tries to make a move at the blue line. And the coach, you can feel cringe a little bit there. As Zhou was going to get over to Cranston. Cranston fired that. And that would have been 95 miles an hour off the stick. Clearly it wasn't. But it was definitely a bullet. Now as Zhou tries to get that back down deep. And White's going to have to go back for it here as he's got Cranston far side. And the Selects are just going to hurry to get there. But now it's going to come to Cranston. Cranston picks it up. Turns, goes back the other way. He's going to chip that off the wall for Whalen. Whalen's going to pick that up in full speed and not even lose a single step of momentum now. Whalen, he's double teamed, and he's going to run into his guy as they collide. As now Cranston's in all alone, fakes the forehand, goes back in, goes back to the forehand, and scores. 9-3 now as Cranston was in all alone. And he makes no mistake as he usually does. Seen him score at least 30 goals this season just with my own eyes. So 6-goal lead now. 7-goal lead is run time. 3:51 left to go in the third. The Knights, after falling behind early in this one, really came storming back to take command of this one. That pass through the middle. Nice touch pass over McDonnell. He's going to go to the forehand, scores. 7-goal lead now is a very, very unselfish pass there from Whalen. I don't know about you guys at home, folks, but I'm seeing lots of good hockey plays out here from both sides. And it's safe to say, I think, that hockey is in great hands here. As we've seen a ton of good plays, IQ, saves. We've even seen a couple hits, even though you're not allowed to. With now that 10-3 lead here, it's going to be run time for the rest of the game, barring a Selects goal. Shot from the point. Stop there, and that's going to be cleared to rebound. Because now Mullins activates from the point. And that's just going to get by the outstretched stick of Whalen there and down the ice, but not enough for icing. Stretch pass now. They're just going to fire that towards the net, and they do, and the rebound's going to come over to the slot area as the Knights were crashing hard as Whalen looking for some more offense here. He's going to get caught behind the net, and he's just going to turn the Jets on. A good back check there. 10-3, love still seeing the players back check. And now that backdoor pass is whiffed on by the Selects there, and I'm not sure if Murphy got a pad on it or not, but nonetheless, it stays out of the net. Now the Knights are going to work down the left side. Whalen. He's going to have that. He tries to go back up to the point. That's picked off there. Good heads-up play by the Selects forward Blanchard there. Or was it Guimont? It's hard to say with the jersey tuck. 2 minutes flat left to go now as Henneberry goes back for it. Henneberry off the wall, chipped through the middle. Is now the Knights players being absolutely mauled here, but obviously you don't want to give a penalty just to give a penalty in this situation. Now as Jollimore's going to jump down. He ignites from the point. He's just going to leave that there for Henneberry, and he took 2 forecheckers with him. Now that puck's going to be shot there, and the rebound, and very rarely do you see the offensive player in behind the goaltender waiting for the rebound, but Brennick was there just in case. There's Jollymore now. He's just going to hold that. He's just going to cut back. Now he goes back in, back down low. Good safe play there. 1:20 left to go here. In behind the net there, rimmed around. As that's going to be held in. As this time, It was Hickey holding back for Jolly Moore, and that's another good play there, as now he's taken out from behind. And it's going to be a penalty here as the clock is stopped, so maybe not everybody's on the same page here with the 7-goal differential. Nonetheless, 1:07 left to go here, and the Knights are going to be on the power play. Cranston wants Weir to come up to the top of the circle. Now he's going to win that, and Weir's going to get it. 1:04 left to go. Back up top for Cranston. Cranston shot that, and a big save there by Millette. And Cranston whacks away at it. It's so funny to me that every time they bang away at a rebound before the whistle goes, every team takes exception, and I'm pretty sure I was the same as a kid, but it's just funny to watch now. Maybe that's why my old man used to get so upset at me about taking those penalties. It's really no harm done, especially if you just whack the pads. Back down to Weir. Weir, shot. Well, that got a piece of that, and that rolled up over the crossbar as you hear the oh from the crowd here. Back to Jolly Moore. Jolly Moore's got some time. He tees it up. Nice low shot. Looking for a tip, but Cranston's going to be on it. So he turns. Cycles that back down low for Zhao. Zhao tries to fire that in at the rebound. Or the wraparound, sorry. Zhao. Back up front to Cranston. Cranston all alone. Shot there. That goes up into the glass. 10 seconds left to go here in this one. Zhao. Back up to Cranston. They're just leaving him wide open. Another save there by Millette. And now Zhao, once again, what's he going to do? He's going to try and go to Cranston with 2 seconds left to go here, and that puck's just going to sit on top of the net there, and that is going to do it here, folks, as the Atlantic Knights are going to take this one by a score of 10-3 over the East Coast Ice Selects. And something tells me Millette might be the player of the game here. Despite giving up 10, he probably has 50 saves other than that, and he had 6 on Cranston there just in the last 10-15 seconds of that game. So once again, we'll leave you here with the handshake. We will give you the player of the game visual. But as for the audio side, my name is Matt Dooley for High Button Sports alongside Logan Carruthers. We are stepping aside for the sounds for now. Thank you very much for tuning in.